Hey, my name is Ben, and today I will show you how to build one of those airbrush buckets for you to airbrush at home. For this project I designed some 3D printable parts in Fusion. If you want to follow along, you can find the files in the video description below. First, let's check out the parts for the filter. I printed out 4 parts for one filter unit. Parts are designed to clamp from the top and bottom onto the bucket lid to keep it in place and sealed. Then we have a cap to hold the filter. More about the filter later. The filter holder consists of 2 parts. You should glue them together. I'm using a special kind of superglue for 3D prints, but I'm sure regular superglue will do the job as well. Try to align the parts together so the cap can later be attached easily. Also remove the excess glue. In general, those parts are designed quite snug, so they can withstand some air pressure that might build up in the bucket. If you want sticky fingers and no fingerprints on your next crime scene, do it like I do. Now we come to the filter. It's just a simple sponge. I traced the parts, cut out a piece of sponge and used it as a filter. It does the job quite well and only costs cents. In total I printed 3 of those filters, so you will also need 3 sponge cutouts. It is designed in a way that you can later switch out the dirty sponge filters with new ones as you like. The inlet consists of 2 parts. Keen eyes may see I cut out some parts. In general, this is not needed for the bucket, but if you are an idiot, like me, and choose bad placement on a very small bucket lid, you may join me in trimming parts. Luckily, the gluing covers the mess up later. The lid I already prepared with the cutouts. It was just some tracing and trial and error to get the parts fit in it. My cutouts for the parts are quite narrow, but you can go a bit wider, because the glue sandwich will fill the holes. I hope you understand the design when seeing the fitting sample I'm doing here. Just stick one part from the bottom and the seal from the top, that's it. For the final assembly, of course you should use glue. The glue I'm using is just PVA glue. I was not really sure if my superglue will hold on the surface of the lid very well. This is bookbinding PVA glue, but you can use any. I just wanted thick glue to spread around. By the way, don't use your good miniature brush for doing that. Just spread it around evenly, afterwards install it into the lid. Then do the same for the other parts. After all the parts were installed, I used the superglue from earlier, which should bond nicely with the FDM parts together. I thought this was now more important than gluing to the actual lid to give a nice seal and to hold the pieces in place. When everything is glued together, I highly recommend leaving it to dry. It will prevent that the filter or the filter cap will be glued together with all the other parts. So basically, don't look what I'm doing, be better. While you wait for the glue to dry, for the cutouts of the filter, it is better to have them too big and squeeze them in than too small. If they are too small, the air can just pass on the sides, which makes the whole build a bit useless and silly. Finally, we can put the lid on the bucket. This part should not be glued, by the way. Also, before first use, I would highly recommend to put in some water. The water will catch all those dust particles coming from the dry paint. Now we just need to fit in the tube from the airbrush booth onto the bucket. or just to hold it in place. Here you can see my setup. I will show you the airbrush booth in a future video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.